I'm Karen Aoki, and I'm dual citizen, Japan and the US. I was born and raised in Tokyo, Japan, but because I had an American mother, I was in a mix of worlds and cultures. So I'm very familiar with the Japanese traditional way and the American Midwest culture too. Now, all along, my parents wanted me to come to the United States to pursue my dream, which was to become a classical flutist. So all my years in Japan, it was quite focused and dedicated towards my music training. But then I ended up in the United States when I was 16 to go to a boarding school. It was a preparatory school for the arts. And from there I went to the Eastman School of Music. So from music, I ended up in meditation. And that's how I ended up in Fairfield, Iowa, at the Maharishi University of Management, where my degree is in Maharishi Vedic Science. So with Vedic Science, I'm starting to understand more and more about the science of sound and how sound can lead to a very transcendental experience, which was actually my primary reason for doing music all along. I really enjoyed the music as a way towards having a spiritual experience. So music went very well with my interest in consciousness and meditation. Now at this point, I've been meditating for about 9 years, and I'm about to finish my Ph.D. work in Maharishi Vedic Science. And I've been reading texts in Sanskrit for 2.5 years, just for the sound value. So in a way, my musical career was training me all along for more and more work with sound itself, and how sound can be very transformative to the physiology. And this knowledge has been a part of the Vedic tradition. So here I ended up at this university, able to take music to probably the deepest level you can possibly go. And the texts that are written in Sanskrit, which we call the Vedic Literature, are a collection of sounds that were cognized by seers or rishis. And these sounds were the sounds of natural law. So by reading these texts aloud in Sanskrit, you're enlivening the very basis of nature itself. So these sounds enliven qualities in the physiology. It's a very blissful experience. You think of the most beautiful sublime music like Bach or Mozart, and it's on that scale and far, far greater. So I'm reading 3-4 hours a day. It's enlivening that bliss. At this point, my interest is to just keep giving out what I've been receiving. I feel like that is my primary interest at this point. No longer do I think in terms of being a classical flutist. That's all fine, but because of the bliss that I've received from these techniques, then my primary interest is in just sharing that and letting it be known. At this point, I hope to master Japanese. I speak conversational Japanese, but I'd like to master it so it's at that level of fluency where I can speak out this knowledge of Maharishi Vedic Science to the Japanese people. And so once I'm done with my Ph.D., I'm going to focus on Japanese language and then head back to Japan and do some projects there. And I am a TM teacher, and I've already been teaching TM in the US, so